Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever and whenever you happen to be watching this video. Going on soccer coming at you with some more Gravity Rush. Osu Chronos. How you doing this fine evening? I hope very well, exceedingly well. Umberkin as well. A nice Pride Saba in the chat. Both of you, I hope, are healthy, happy. I mean, the health comes first, but the happiness also is pretty important to me. I've been in kind of one of those moods where I just want to make sure everybody is doing well. Also, I'm cleaning off my glasses so I can't actually see chat. So if you've said something and I didn't respond to it immediately, it's because I can't literally see anything. I'm blind. Not blind as a bat. Bats actually have decent eyesight, and also the whole sonar thing. There we go. Hive! Yos! It is wonderful to see you as well. A pleasure as always. Where are we? We finished the most annoying fight in the game, if I recall correctly. It's also our 300th stream, so at any moment, like a bevy of well-oiled muscle men might just like charge into the game and start fighting each other for no reason. I have no way to control that, so, or stop it for that matter. So if it happens, like it happens, it's not my fault. Everybody's doing well and nobody is writing about the femboy revolution of game protagonists. That was a whole, like, it was a very interesting discussion in the Discord, in Kazi's Discord. But like, just like cringe. There was a whole lot of cringe in that like original story. I don't really know how to engage with that. It's like watching, for me, it's like watching cringe comedy. I'm very bad at watching cringe comedy. I can't actually do that. Things like Dumb and Dumber. What was something about Mary? I just can't watch those movies. They just like there's a sympathetic embarrassment that makes me actively look away from the screen, and that's basically how I felt reading that article. I didn't actually get to the end. In the middle of a drawing, it was complete joke request, so I'm kind of playing this one by ear. I'm looking forward to seeing it. Kronos? Yeah. The 3/4 that I read were... Eventually my brain was like, this is enough. I don't need any more of this. Secondhand embarrassment? Yeah. Like, I feel it very keenly. Kind of a offshoot or side effect of my own general social anxiety. That watching, like, other people do things that would be embarrassing were I to do those things causes me to feel that embarrassment as well. And it's like, it's very painful. Osu Why did I want to say Osu Chronos? Osu Hive! I am glad that you are doing a drawing as well. As basically just starts listing Japanese game protags, you really don't need to read more than that title. The title was bad. The title was bad. We should probably get into... Oh crap! Right, blue screen. Don't worry, we're still here. It's just, it always does that. Stupid blue screen. Gravity Rush. Why do you load like that? Why do you do that? It's not necessary. It always does that. It always does that. I've got a thing that I'll need to say, but I want to hold off on saying it until some of the other regulars maybe show up. So remind me in like 30 minutes or so to say thing, and then I'll say thing. I'll know what thing you mean because it's in my mind. I only popped in for a bit of that conversation for a second. Gotta go see the title. I can DM you a screenshot on Twitter so you don't have to go to the drawing channel. It was in games, not necessarily in drawing. Or unless that's Hive is DMing one of us. I don't know. Everything is so confusing. I am so confused. And that's okay. Because that's like a basic state for me, is confusion. Now, do we need to... Good call, Kronos. That's honest. Where do we want to be? Like, I don't even... No, if we zoom? No, that's too much zooming. That's... Whatever, we'll just go here. A manhole in front of the Hotel Fonute, famous for its Ferris wheel. In the part of Platoon I rescued from the Rift Plane. Sure. We just, like, you know, we just check it out. Do this thing. Because I've no idea, like, what we were up to. That's us. And us is good, but... I love this jazzy soundtrack, by the way. It does need to be said. Ah, there we go. Endestria. We need to go to Endestria, which is the industrial part of the city. You know, quite cleverly named. Not as such, but, you know, we'll run with it. Now we should find a transport dealie. And that would be there. Cool beans. VG247. What a blast from the past for me. My fondest memories are knowing that the same 5 to 6 people argue about it. Basically, nothing in every article. VG247. VG247. The name is not ringing bells, although it feels like it should. But that's okay. I accept the fact that I am old. And these newfangled reference that you young folks use sometimes go over my head. My head! I'm not that tall, so like a lot of things go over my head. I'm only like what, like 5'8", 5'9", something like that? I always forget. It's one of those things that stops being important once you stop doing measuring contests. I just kind of used them as a way to pick up on gaming news every now and then. Okay. I think the last time I used it was during CZ development. Well, that's back in the day. Chapter 0... So good, Kronos. It's so good. And I know that you can reach above and grasp heights even higher than that. We're going to Industria. Oh Jesus, please tell me no. Like, if we lost the progress on that fight, I may actually cry. It'll be a soft crying, but like tears. Maybe shed. I mean, we shouldn't have. I know I saved. In fact, I think I saved twice. But that happened last time as well. God, I don't want to do the Alias fight again. I so don't want to do the Alias fight again. Say it ain't so. Your love is a heartbreaker? It might as well be. I mean, time is... Well, it's a flat circle, isn't it? I don't even know what Rust was trying to imply with that. I think it's just like BS TV writing trying to be deep. But it sounds so good, doesn't it? Time is a flat circle. I will not go. Turn off the lights, carry me home. Ludo! It is so good to see you. It feels like it's been a while, which doesn't actually mean that it has been a while, just that it feels like it has. I hope that you're doing very well. Oh crumbs, we're gonna die. We're gonna have to fight Atlas again. And by Atlas, I mean the Atlas Video Game Corporation. And all that they screw up. No, it's Ludo, it's 100% okay. Like, do not worry about it in the least. I'm just really glad to have you back. And I hope that life is treating you well as we could hope in this time of plague. Sounds like Alderman Dinelcia? Dinelcia. I don't know how to pronounce a D apostrophe N. This is a failure of English. Anyways, Alderman D is looking to shake things up. Well, good. This place could use a good shake. He came here in person, you know. Promised we get paid leave and 20% raise to boost. Sounds kind of fishy to me, if that's so easy. Don't you think it would have been done by now? Cat, don't play the centrist, okay? Dream big, set your sights high, and fight. This whole thing here, it's not sitting well with me in these days. Hey, even if half of what he says is right, that's still 10%, and it beats the pants off of whatever bonehead Ballsley is promising. That bonehead Ballsley. And thanks for the heads up, Kronos, because I would have, like, honest to God, probably completely run past that. Now, we know the secret of Ballsley, and that's that he's shacking up with Raven. That's exactly the entirety of what we know about Ballsley. Also candy. Wee! I really want a new outfit for Cat, and yet, like, all of Cat's outfits are kind of... they're a whole kind of thing, and I don't 100% know how I feel about them. Now, we do have like 1,000 of these stupid gems, so why don't we do something about that? Planning for this weekend's charity stream is basically done, so I feel at peace. I'm really glad to hear about the peacefulness and the planning being done. They each have their own problems. Yeah, they do. They do. It might be useless knowledge, but for gems, raindrops are 1 point, diamonds 10 points, cylinders are 50. Excellent. Now, where do we put all this dosh that we have? And Ludo, what charity stream are you going to be working on? We got combat. We got gravities. Special attacks. I don't know. I'm just gonna dump it all into our base stuff. Rabbit! It is so good to see you as well. And I'm gonna let you in on a secret, Rabbit. Like, my hands are shaky as hell too. And I do get, like, a nail polish on the edges. I just scrape it off, like with my fingernails, because I'm a scrapey type. I posted about it to Kaz's Discord last Friday. I will read back and check up on the details for that. Oh, we can't do anything else. Yeah, like my hands are honestly pretty shaky. Like I gotta like press my hand pretty flat to the table just to keep the what would you say, the palette? No, that's not right. The thing that I'm painting, which would be my nails, to keep them very still. But it doesn't help with like the hand that's actually doing the painting. Is it? Like, I'll be honest, like, Hive, I'm just kind of learning all this shit as I go along. Which is maybe the worst way to do it, but... The butt cheek clench rabbit recommended actually helps, though. I almost beat all of an all-artifact run on Screen 2, finally, but... Luke gave me brass contraptions, which are essentially an army of snipers. The brass contraptions, I tell ya. But that's okay, Hive. We can know nothing together. We can be nothing pals. Brass contraptions are evil, but they look so slick. Like, I love their design. Actually, like a lot of the Risk of Rain 2 stuff, I just legit love on a visual standpoint, which is kind of how I interact with the world, which is kind of funny because I'm half blind, but I say that I'm wearing glasses, so I'm not half blind when I have glasses on, but still. That's okay. We want to go to the challenge mission first. I don't know why some of these are green and some of them are orange. Oh, the green one is not unlocked yet. They're worse than vultures, which is saying a lot because I hate vultures. Okay. Basically just clench a butt cheek and that distracts your brain and calms your hand. I would not have realized that, Ludo, but I will 100% try that. And honestly, I will try that. Because globbing up on the sides of my fingers, like, it really kind of sucks. It strongly gives me the feeling that I'm doing this wrong. At least if the stage is just all jellyfish, I'd mind much less, and jellyfish are kind of cute. Unless they have red whip. I thought I learned that from you, Rabbit, but I might have dreamed it. You learned it for someone, and that's the important thing because you taught it back to us. Pass through every check... Oh, this is not going to work. Did I tell you about the time I had sniper rifles in all elements of Borderlands 2, decided not to save that 4 hours of game time, and I lost them? Oh, Hive! Like, that actually physically hurts. Now, we're probably gonna fudge this race. Also, we killed that old man, but he probably also deserved it, so... I'm just saying, like, GG are kind of gross. Oh, right, it's slide. The gravity slide. Doing it with the gravity slide. Also, a warning to anybody who's watching, who's not been watching before. This may induce... Ooh, you... I wasn't off course. Motion sickness might be, like, a thing, so if you have motion sickness, just, you know, be careful. I don't want you to get sick. No, we did not go off course. We kind of did, but we didn't. I recall seeing that tip in chat, too. I wonder where it came from. Well, we've got mystery rabbits. That's the only answer. Green Arrow, you are not helping me at all. You are filled with lies. The sweetest, juiciest of lies, and yet lies nonetheless. Like, look at that. That's not anywhere. Don't you dare go off course. I am confused and confuzzled, but whatever, it worked. Oh, I'm off course again. 'Cause of course I am. And I've missed like a giant chunk of chat just so that I could fail this race terribly. I feel like I've failed. Like on every level. As a streamer, as a human being. Just failures as far as the eye can see. Cat, just do it. Just do it so I can look at chat again. Thank you. Alright, God, what did I miss? Well, we got a record. It's a terrible record. Hirunda! Osu! How are you doing? And I hope that you feel healthy as well and happy. Latest update on COVID in Canada. Apparently a group of people in Vancouver protesting the end of the quarantine. Oh, Jesus. Yeah. Rabbit, we can all take the we could all take the loss on this one. It's fine if you fail as a human being because you are a squirrel. Thank you, Hive. Thank you. Like honestly, I'm a speedrunner. It's hard for me to get motion sickness from watching gameplay. That makes me very happy to hear. Also, thank God, Hive, Haruna's name is the same color as yours. I think the colors are different for me, at least. Well, I mean, it's right there in my name, Kronos, so, like, I'm not a furry, but I am a squirrel. That's not always the best thing in the world, but, you know, if you take on a metaphor, even if that metaphor has been applied to you pre-birth, and it's just the weird eccentricities of entropy that allow you to see the metaphor for what it is and how it applies to you, well, you get the good parts, but you kind of get the shitty parts as well, and you gotta own them both. Do your laundry! I think this confirms we're officially the same person. I mean, Hive is a really great person, and Hirunda is also a really great person, and as far as I can tell, I've never seen both of you in meat space at the same time, in the same place. Leave off the fact that I've not seen either of you in meat space before, but, you know, you could be the same person. I remember when I got motion sickness in 1996. That's kind of going back a little ways. When my brother was playing Quake because, well, it's a thing that was new at the time. I think that's fair. Watch a streamer recently finishing Metal Gear Solid 3, but literally before the final plot revelation, YT's bot decides there's something wrong and cuts the stream? Oh, Jesus. What's this about a metaphor being applied to before birth? Is this the metaphorical, theoretical version of nominative determinism? Actually, no, it's not like... It's not actually applied pre-birth because my folks gave me my name, like, as a second time, because they adopted me. But I find it interesting that my name that was given to me by my folks contains, like, rendered in Japanese, like, the perfect metaphor for my personality. None of us knew this at the time. You know, this was like a pun that was 40 years in the making. Because Entropy's kind of stone cold sometimes. She sets her shit up early and just lets it play out. She revived the stream shortly after, but it was already in the credits, and proceeded to spend about 2 to 3 minutes slamming YouTube's ban system. As well I would. Oh yeah. I would rebirth into a squirrel, be just asking for a refund for life. The magic of nominative determinism. It's something. It's like a whole thing. You've been keeping busy, huh, Gravity Queen? I'm just sitting here reading the tabloids. There's a page 4 girl that you should take a look at. I mean, it's not a bad angle. I'll give her that. Ah, yes, just like Yakuza 0, good times. I'm still, like, low-key pissed about Yakuza 0. There may come a day when I have a capture card and we could stream Yakuza 0 again. But, like, I don't think we could stream it in the same way that we did the first time. I want to do RE6 again, but RE6 I kind of knew going into it, so I could play on it like that, like a Mystery Science Theater 3000 thing. But with Yakuza 0, everything was very fresh, and there was a lot of things that surprised me that wouldn't surprise me a second time around. So yeah, I'm double pissed that 1, it was in the before times, so it's not going on the channel currently, and 2, that we lost the ending. Like, that was just a complete cheat. He didn't say page 4 girl. I said page 4 girl. Yakuza 0 is always a good time. I will probably end up doing it eventually, because I had a blast with Resident Evil 6. And it's one of those games that I would like to have a stream of on the current channel. Oh no! Dusty, don't eat that food! By the way, this is like a... I thought this was in Gravity Rush 2. So apparently Gravity Rush 1 and Gravity Rush 2 are basically the same game in my brain. Nevidelic. Eliminate unwanted Nevi. That's a thing they sell. Curiosity killed the cat. Poor Dusty. Wah! But this is like a nice setup for like Dusty's true form, so that's kind of cool. Are you feeling okay? You're acting kind of funny. Meow. Dusty, please, I need you to stay focused. Look, we've got to complete this project before the boss comes down from floor 6. It's a mirage. The only way out is forward. I better get a move on. Oh right, so like our gravity powers, they drop out like super duper quick. That's the gimmick here. Yeah. Well, I mean, they look like delicious snacks. And I would imagine that they're designed to attract the Nevi. Also, the music here is kind of banging. Sorry, I was feeding cat. Oh yes, this place. You were feeding a cat at the same time that our cat was feeding, and then promptly poisoned itself. Your cat is healthy, right? This is not something that we need to worry about? At least we recharge fairly quickly. Yeah, I know we're supposed to follow the light from the flowers. I've done this twice already. Game. I'm dumb. I'm foolish. But I'm not that foolish. I'm trying to get dumb out of my vocabulary. It's a little bit tough. because I've used it for a long time, but I want to remember so when I'm on Ms. Twisted streams that I don't use it. Have you said thing? I didn't say thing. Thank you, Hive, for reminding me. Okay, so here's the thing. I think tomorrow's stream is going to be moved to Saturday because I'm going to try to go to Tokyo and get an apartment, which is probably both dangerous and stupid and has a high probability of failure, but I kind of feel like I don't have a lot of choices in the matter. So, just so that people don't worry that I'm not here, I'm most likely not going to be here tomorrow. I'm going to take the night bus, which is a terrible idea. Like, an absolutely awful idea. Because I'll be packed into a bus with a bunch of people who, you know, might be full of the plague. And then I'll be looking around in a car with some real estate agent who also might be full of the plague, but I don't like see many options otherwise, so that's what we're gonna be doing. Yeah, like, trust me, I want to, but I don't like see another out, because the plain fact of the matter is that I've got money saved, but the money is saved for the move. If I use the money to stay here, I have, like, maybe 2 months. But that means that I don't have any money for moving when things are movable. Like when the plague is less plaguey. I have no source of income. My folks, you know, to the extent that they can, want to help, but I can't lean on them forever because they're retired and they've got their own fish to fry. I don't think that I am... Nothing that I've read indicates that I'm able to pick up the plague assistance package from the Japanese government, because that is tied to having your income reduced due to plague. You have to prove that it was due to the plague. I'm unemployed. That was the fuckover that my job gave me. So I don't think I can even sign up for that. And trying to do unemployment assistance based on the last time that we did that will take 4 months at best. So I'm kind of like, we're gonna roll the dice against the wall and see if it works. Ludo, it's like, yeah, I mean, there's, the thing is, like, everything is effing random here. Also, this giraffe is killing me. I mean, this giraffe is literally killing me. Some places are closed, some places aren't. Some places are busy, some places aren't. I'm hoping that I can find a place. And this is a real long shot, because I need a place that doesn't require a guarantor. I need a place that doesn't require key money. And I need a place that will rent to me even though I'm unemployed. Like, these are not really great starting prerequisites. Giraffe, please, just die. Thank you. That's... honest to God, Ludo, I appreciate it. Like, I really, really do. There's kind of two issues with that. One is that it's really hard for me to actually get money in Japan from overseas. The only method that's reliable is Western Union, and that's completely dependent on if the Western Union guy has even got his shop open. So there's that. Two, you got your own stuff going on, mate. Honest, I do deeply, deeply appreciate the offer, but I don't want to be taking food out of your mouth, and you might need that money yourself. Yeah, I never got PayPal to work. That's one of the reasons why I took down my Patreon. So, like, just sending me money direct from PayPal isn't really an option. We got a tree. It's like the PayPal thing is like to receive money. I don't know if this is just a Japan thing or if this is like PayPal itself. Like, to receive money on PayPal, you've got to set it up like a business. And every time I've tried to go through the steps, and I've worked with my bank with this too. Like, there was that time, I want to say back in December, where I was taking off time from work to go talk to the bank. Every time I've tried to go to the steps, I get error messages. So something is fucked, and I have no idea how to unfuck it. I did that this week. I could lead you through it. I might ask for your advice on that, Ludo. If we tried to do it now, I would like absolutely positively forget. And that would just kind of waste everybody's time. Not to detract to the thing, but the thing you got is a special attack that functions as crowd control. Reread this after the discussion. I'm glad I caught that, Kronos. I had to upgrade to business for the charity stream. Okay, so you're kind of in a similar place to me. Like I said, Hive, like, I don't know if that's a PayPal thing or if that's a PayPal in Japan thing. No, Dusty, hang on. You can do it, kitten. Now's not a good time to be acting up. I need you. Meow. It's cutting into you. Did you eat something funny? Meowth. Now, let's quick take a look at that special ability. Micro black hole. Left stick down and triangle. Affects performance of individuals. Not always, but if you want to link your Twitch to PayPal, for example, you need business. Like, we couldn't... My DAW tried to send me, like, as a tester, my DAW tried to send me, like, just like $50 before, and it would not go through. And it kept on saying that it wasn't going through because my account wasn't set up for business. But for the life of me, like, we just couldn't get it set up right. Also, I gotta say, these cicada husks are pretty damn cool. And I think that should be pointed out. Alright, so that's what down and triangle does. I don't know if that helped, but what else? You can set up business with your own name as a business and streaming as your business type. That's what I did. Huh. Oh, crumbs. Alright, we got this. These Nevi are jokes. What do you think you're doing, Nevi? You ain't got nothing on me. Do what I do. Is it dead? Is the Nevi dead? I need it to be dead is all. Why are you standing on a chocolate chip cookie? Haven't we all wanted to stand on a chocolate chip cookie at some time in our lives? Although I think it's supposed to be a plant. Maybe some form of fungi. You should have a credit or debit card though to lift your limits. I do have a debit card. And oh boy, was that always fun to get. No, cat, love. I need you to not fall off the edge of the world. It's very important to me. Yeah, at least that part's okay. Credit cards need to be proof of income though, don't they? My card's a debit, so... Luckily that's not, like, that part is sorted. Getting the debit card was a whole, like, hullabaloo, but... Yeah, if I didn't have a debit card, I would be... Well, I mean, things would be far more problematic than they have been. So that's like a one small... whatchamacallit? Small blessing? Oh, we gotta kill the smaller ones first? Come on, does it have to be so gametic? And also clearly yes, because it's a game, but still. Oh, crumbs. No. Don't do that, cat. You need to bash it in the noggin. I got a prepaid that's gonna have to be renewed in 2 months. So that's gonna be a whole ass story. Is it... like, how does the renewal process work on that? No, Hive, no apologies. Like, 100% no apologies. And what did I miss about traps? Credit cards... got that. Like, in my feeling, yeah. I don't trust credit cards, Hirunda. And I've never had a job with an income that would allow me to feel safe with one. Having to update my payment info on all the accounts I spend money on is a pain. I can 100% believe that. That sounds about as fun as a kick in the teeth. Cat, I know that there's smaller ones around. We're trying to kill one right now. Now get over to that chocolate chip cookie. Give me that choco. Alright, here we are. Can we hit the biggie? Or do we have to hit the smallie first? Oh, it's spawning smallies. What a jerk. Can't just go spawning smallies like that. many smallies. Far too many for my taste, thank you very much. Oh, Jesus. I don't generally get motion sick, but if we have to keep on bobbing up and down like this, it might be an issue. Please, God, just let me get back up there. I learned not to trust credit cards from cartoon characters spending way too much. Like, I know... Now this is going back 30 years, so it's probably gotten even worse, but... Like, when I was in uni, and they would just, like, hand out credit cards on the university quad. Like, no credit check, no nothing, just sign up for your credit card, no problem. And I had a bunch of friends who really, really screwed themselves over with that. So that was kind of my signal just to not mess with them. I have a points earning card, and whenever my parents and I go shopping, I buy their stuff and they pay me back so I can earn points. Well, I mean, it makes a lot of sense if you think of it from the credit cards company's perspective. You basically lock people into debt before they really have any idea what that means. And then they're stuck making credit card payments forever. Fun fact, debit card in French sounds a lot like credit card. Carte de crédit. Oh, stop! Stop! No, don't knock me down. I'm not like Smash Mouth. I can't just get back up again. That didn't work. I mean, it kind of worked, but it didn't also really work. Oh yeah, capitalism! Basically, like... You get folks who are... Not all of my friends, but... A fair amount of my friends came from relatively middle-class backgrounds, so... There's a certain expectation for a standard of living. And... that expectation isn't met through... Oh, you fucking bastards. Through school jobs and unique jobs. And you give them a card and you say, hey, this is money. It's plastic money. Play with it. And they don't really dig things like interest. And so they're like, oh, plastic money, I'll play with it. And they just basically get fucked. The university should protect their scholars, just saying. Ludo... Oh, that was Chumbawamba. Hi, sumimasen. Ludo, I love you because you're pure. I don't know if universities do better at protecting their scholars nowadays, but they certainly didn't when I was in uni. It's plastic money, and better than that, it's not your money. Yes. Like, yes. Also, these bugs, they've got to freaking go away. I mean, not the cicada. I love the cicada. The evil bugs. 10 tiny kittens! Yosu! We are, honestly, doing rather poorly at, Gravity Rush. Go for the finisher. Can I? Yes! Woohoo! I don't know how that happened, but it works. Pew pew! We're definitely pew pewing it up. It was an accidental pew pew, but, you know, we'll take it. I swatted a fly so hard it got stuck in the cloth tapestry 2 meters apart. How long until Reese becomes a squirrel woman version of Blather's Animal Crossing? I don't know. I mean, probably not very long. Yeah, there was, I mean, that was always kind of an undercurrent, Rabbit. But seeing the masks come off this last couple of months, you know, like with the plague and everything, has been, I mean, I don't really want to say enlightening, that's not quite the word that I want to use, but it's definitely been a thing. Let's go with a thing. It's been a thing. I defeated that Nevi in the Rift Plane. How to cross over into the city. Are you feeling better yet, Dusty? I'm gonna need you. Revealing. Yes, revealing would be a perfect word. Here's the thing, like, and this is coming from a background that was, when I was really young, I mean, it was fairly unstable. We moved around a lot, and I think I was kind of lucky in the fact that my dad's job was social work, so I kind of did grow up a little bit around some of these issues at a very young age, and that did kind of inform the way I looked at the world, but there was always this kind of idea that the masks stay on. Like, that's how it works. You know, like, you know that they're black-hearted behind the mask. But that the mask stays on, so society kind of sort of functions in a sort of kind of way. Not very good, I will admit, I'll be the first to admit, but, like, there's an expectation there that this is how things are done. But, I mean, really, like, the last, I would say since, you know, and we talked about this before, but since Obama came into presidency especially, but building up before that with kind of the right-wing 24-hour media cycle, these masks, like the fraying at the edges. But these last 4 years, it's just like, masks, fuck that, woohoo! Like, this is us, take a look. And it's like all abscessed, and you know, like there's pus is dripping down, and the metaphor is strained here, but the thing is, it's disconcerting, slightly. No mask! No mask! Oh, Jesus. Nice call, kittens. I don't want to pause here, but I really do want to get a little bit of water in me, and I do really want to get a cigarette, so I'm going to do those two things. Face mask, stay on during sex. Jesus, Rabbit. Practice safe sex, wear your mask. Help with having a chronic cough is that anytime you get a big laugh, you start coughing. basically, I guess what I'm saying is that living in a world where it's basically the plot of a Saturday morning cartoon show, as written by White Wolf, Circe, Werewolf the Apocalypse, it kind of does things to your head. I don't know how I deal with that. Remember the image of Garfield that says, "You aren't immune to propaganda." Nobody's immune to propaganda, unfortunately. This dude looks like an orange, said no masks. Okay. I live in one of the richest countries as a poor person, so the people here have their masks sewn on. I mean, yeah, you know, there's a gentility, I guess, that stability buys, and a privilege therein. Plague proofs being a greedy centrist works. Oh, the plague proves being a greedy centrist works. Oh, Jesus. Switzerland will not learn from other countries' mistakes because they have a superiority complex. I think Circe is a word that I only ever see in print. So I just kind of, fingers crossed I'm pronouncing it correctly. Meow! Hopefully Dusty's not bad right now. Greetings, my mom just called me downstairs to give me a giant bottle of hair conditioner. Well, that was nice of her. I mean, that was nice of her. That wasn't like a message, was it? I'm gonna go with nice. Nice is always better than not. It was nice because I needed some. Well then, I thank your mother as well. Thank you, Kitten's mom. I can't do this alone. We totally can, Cat. Like, this is not even a thing. This is actually easier than the last one because we're running out more slowly. Cat, the Nevi keep coming. You gotta do something. What do you think I'm doing? Jerk face? I know, I'm doing my best. Well, there's no time limit here, right? Good that it was a giant bottle too, because I have such long hair. Nice. I'm trying to think of what to do with my hair, because I haven't had it very long in a long time. Wait, hold on a second. I gotta read back. There's a big chunk. I really worked the superiority complex, and the only reason they weren't occupied with the Nazis was they were essentially the Nazis' connection to the global market and worked as their money laundry. Yes. That is true. 1090 Kittens has streamed, and I did miss that stream, and I'm really, really sorry about that, but I've been sleeping like way too much recently. But I do hope that you get a chance to see your stream. I'll definitely stream again, Hive. I've just kind of down lately. Haven't felt like it, and I'll get back to it. Take your time, yo. And Kronos is back. Welcome back, Kronos. I definitely know the feeling about kind of not having the energy to do stuff, Kittens, so if you don't feel like jumping into it, I definitely dig it. I will say one thing, that having a streaming schedule for me has been kind of a way to keep level, at least. Like, there are goals that I can reach, and it's a way to connect with people. It might not read that way for you, or it might not feel that way for you, so, but it's just kind of how it's been for me. Everyone should stream. We'll completely bust this Twitch system, but everyone should stream. Nevi on the tower. Got it. We can do this. This is nothing. Cat, you gotta, like, that's not how that works. I have to do my part. No, you don't, Cat. That's propaganda. I tell you what, it's a hell of a lot of fun. I mean, the streaming part, not the killing the Nevi part. Oh, that's also fun. I wonder what I'd feel like if I just randomly streamed something for 2 hours, dying in Risk Rain 2. I have a feeling, Kronos, that if you were playing Risk Rain 2, you wouldn't really be doing that much dying. I think, like, for 2 hours, there might be, like, one death. No, take this shot! There you go. My schedule and the stuff I stream changes a lot. Well, you did the, you did that, the exercise stream. I think it was last week? God, last week feels like 10 years ago, so I really have no concept. And I'm so sorry for the upskirt, Cat. Like, I really wasn't intending that. I'm working on it, Cat girl. Taking the Nevi tower down, yes. And my headphones are getting crackly again, and I don't like that. No one needs crackly headphones. There we go. I mean, are you dead? Are you done? Yes. Yes. I know I say a lot about Risk Rain 2, but believe me, I die quite consistently. If you say so, I'll believe it, Kronos. But you are kind of the go-to as far as roar goes. Can I punch you? No. Still Nevi on the tower. There's still someone at the door. Cat? Cat love? What is your malfunction? Ah, there we are. I gotcha. I got your number. Stupid Nevi. We're gonna fall down. Cat fall down, go boom. The reason I made a Twitch at first was to record speedrun attempts for, Dirt Rally. What's Dirt Rally? If I stream, I won't be able to do these drawing requests that are weeks overdue. Well, I mean... I'll tell you what. Kronos, if you ever feel like you're in a spot where you can stream, where you have that time, I would be very happy to watch. But if you've got like 12 other things on your plate, that's understandable as well. You know what you could do? Just saying. You could stream create mode in LBP. Nah. Oh, is there one more? There's one more, isn't there? Oh, you jerk. You're not dead. How are you not dead? Kick to face. It face like protuberance? It's rally racing game that's very challenging. As in, if you touch a rock, you're dead. That's, yeah, that does sound fairly challenging. Please, cat, girl. You're my aspirational figure. You can't keep missing like this. In the face! No? In the face? Yes. I'm not sure about that. 99% create mode is literally just me playtesting the entire level. That would be cool. And then after I playtest, I do it again. Right after. Like, I mean, I could see some enjoyment in that. Why are my headphones so crackly? Like, I really don't get it. Although, good catch on the health there. Biff! Baff? Boof! Oh, crumbs. You know, this really... this really would work better with gyroscopic aiming. Using the 6-axis. I feel like I would have a much smoother time of it. No, stop. God bless it. Could everything just die? I mean, that's not asking a lot. I probably did that wrong. I'm sure I did that wrong. Oh, you bastards. I'm one of the top 200 Dirt Rally players worldwide, so I'm pretty good. Damn, dog. Yeah? Range special. Oh, Kronos, yeah. Yeah, I don't think I've got anything that I could point to and say, like, I'm that good at something. We're gonna have to... No, yep. Okay. That's how you're gonna do it. But honestly, like, we deserve this. Oh, you... Just, please. I need you to... Sir, I need you to die, is the thing. I know, it's hard to ask someone to just... die? But... I should really channel my inner bastard, I guess. Alright, okay, that's one down. I don't want to grab these green gems until we absolutely need them. Also, that was a pretty good random kick on the jerk-face Nevi there. No, cat. Don't leave the field of battle. Just kill. Faster, pussycat. Kill. Wait, what? Something happened to Codemasters? I might get back to Dirt if I ever recover from their Twitter retweeting a JonTron video. Why don't they just go away? And by they, I mean specifically JonTron, but... Okay, but that's not the Nevi that we need to kill. I mean, good job on hitting that one, but... No, cat. Sweetheart. Love a dove. Piffle. We're gonna go with piffle. I think that's the correct word for this one. God. Gyroscopic aiming would be awesome. If we ever have a Gravity Rush 3, please. Oh wait, we kind of do have gyroscopic aiming? Am I just not using it right? Oh, kind of, sort of? I mean, it's so Splatoon 2, but... What is, really, in the end? Codemasters is alive and well, sadly. Rabby Ribby? I don't know what Rabby Ribby is, but it sounds cool. At least it sounds cute. Alright, now... Wait, buddy. I don't think I did the thing. At least, I don't think I did the thing right. So that's probably a mistake on my part. So, fun fact, I have a much easier time on Doom on the Switch without the gyro controls. Interesting. Alright, we gotta juice up with these green gems. A platform about getting your rabbits back after they all ran away. Okay. I mean, that does sound like a thing that would be roughly in my wheelhouse. Is that on PS4? Oh god, there are so many of these things. Open your face! Although it seems like the gyro here isn't actually controlling my flight, it's just controlling the camera. Oh, you fucker. I mean, you are just a complete douchebag. Nobody asked you to come. You showed up to the party, and now you're complaining about it. You're like, I don't like this music. It's like, we didn't want you here. Jerk. Oh. Okay, that was my fault. That was totes on me. But it's a good thing to know that there are some health gems up here. Repost because I think you missed it. Should use your specials more. Think of it like Gungeon item. Not using them is the same as not having it at all. I tried to use the throw special, but I think I screwed it up. Hold on, let me just take a quick check to see what the move actually is. Gravity Typhoon. Left stick up and triangle. See, I thought I did that. But I must not have done. Okay. Left up triangle. Yeah. Oh geez, oh no, my rabbits are gone. I love the title. Getting hurt during wind-up cancels it. Oh, for F's sakes, really? I mean, that's... because I get hurt all the time. Your girl, she's soft-hearted. I mean, but we're talking about Cat right now, so that's completely different. Alright, so maybe that's not the move to use? Okay, you know, listen, wasps, nobody loves you. Not even a little. Not even your mom. And that's pretty hard. And I know that you're probably sad about that and lashing out at the world, but at the same time, could you just effing stop? Also, how did we go from like 0 to 100 of death in about 2 seconds? Give me my gems. To be fair, Typhoon should not be used up close. That makes, like, sense. That's a sensible thing. No, Nikes. Cat, go back. Just open up your heart, Nevi. Let me punch it. I'm just saying, you've got issues with connection. You can't be close to people. So let me tear your heart out and show it to you. That's probably not gonna work, right? I'm a bad therapist. Go for the finisher. I'm going for the finisher. Oh, John and Rag. Not being loved by your mom would be that. Yeah, I mean it is a mood. I've been deliriously lucky with my folks. They've. Is this Toku? It might be. My folks have always been really supportive, and even after I came out, they just basically wanted to make sure that I was okay. I have gone all in on being good trans parents, so I don't know the feeling of not being loved by my mom, but I imagine that it probably pretty much fucking sucks. I found the game by going into the last of the Steam search pages. They always hide the good stuff at the end. Oh, this is the girl with the robot legs. I think she has robot legs. You're that gravity shifter cat. I'm Yuri Journo? Special Defense Force Commander. So we're going like Japanese French or Russian French? Okay, Russian French. Gotcha. Oh well, it's nice to meet you, Mr. Journo, sir. The police have been overwhelmed by the growing Nevi menace. We're stepping in to become the line of defense this town so desperately needs. I've looked into you. It would be an honor to work together. If we had someone of your exceptional abilities to round out our force, we'd be unstoppable. Kat is such a sucker for flattery. And that's a mood I completely dig. But it's like, girl, they're soldiers, which means they're basically cops. Exceptional? My abilities? Oh no, I'm just... Teehee. Huh? Anyway, we're looking to strengthen the unit, so I'd like to formally extend you an invitation to enlist with us. We share a common foe after all. If you agree, you'd be placed under my command, which of course means following orders. Kittens, this is like a whole thing with Kat. It's the one major complaint I have of the character is that she's very doormat-esque, and I never felt like she really... Like, there's parts in the story where it does seem like she's, like, standing up for herself, and she's showing some agency, but there's a lot, especially in the kind of the side quest type stuff, and the conversations with people, where it's just like, girl, you can have spine a little as a treat. Also, unstoppable, spoken by a soldier, heralds all the red flags. Does it ever, though? I can never come out to my mom and dad I can never come out to my mom. Ludo, I'm sorry. I could be your cool aunt, if it helps. We need Spiny in here. I mean, Spiny's a good bolsterer. That's definitely for sure. Correct. If you continue your reckless behavior you've displayed thus far, you'd place our lives and the lives of our citizens in jeopardy. We must act as one. Hold on there, pal. I get that you saved me back there, and I'm grateful for that, really. But even if Dusty was a little off his game today, me and this guy are a team. We'll be fine on our own. You tell him, Cat. See, it's little spikes like that I appreciate. My interest in the military and the mysterious robot soldier vanished with our conversation. I thought the good times could go on forever, but the life I had worked so hard to build from scratch was beginning to fall apart on me. Well, I mean, to be fair, Chronos' cat kind of is too, so... Hexaville's Industrial District back in production. We can start grinding those proles down again. Nevi destruction takes its toll. City demands government intervention. Mayor Bolsey, that's how you say his name, vanishes after press conference. With Industria and its train station back in one piece, the train line is now operational. Cat can board the train at the station to access another town in Hexaville. Now, because my memories of Gravity Rush 1 and Gravity Rush 2 have basically collapsed into one, like, quantum gravity field, which is appropriate, the putting out fires, like, story bit, that's in Gravity Rush 1, isn't it? The train line in Gravity Rush mocks me. Train? Please. I have no need for such crude machinery. That's the military DLC in this game. I don't know if we will do that DLC, because I remember hating it. Like, we get a cool costume from it, but I do remember it being like a monumental pain in the ass. So we might pass on that one. I'll give it a little bit of thinking, but I'm going to take another really quick pause, and we'll be back in just a moment. Sea Cat is fantastic, but Spy Cat is so... Is Spy Cat the, like, the biker outfit? Where it's like Catwoman, but she's got, like, the zipper down all the way to past her navel? That outfit is a whole thing. Like, yeah, I'm just gonna hold my thoughts on that for a little bit, but I'm gonna take a really, really quick break, and we'll come back and we'll finish things up. Us, we are back. Um, the maid outfit, actually that's what I really liked about the maid outfit, is that it's actually a functional maid outfit. It's not trying to sex up the character at all. It's just a nice outfit. Like, it honestly is. I feel like the DLC is another one of those ones where, like, people are ragging on Kat a lot. Like we get in Gravity Rush 2, where she's got to help out the rich people who are having their party. Which might be me combining those two memories. Because clearly I don't seem to be able to differentiate any of my memories of Gravity Rush. I know that the missile mission was Gravity Rush 2. I know that our glamorous Lady of Wrestling rival, who turns into like a giant protoplasmic blob, was in Gravity Rush 2. I know the City of Lost Children was in Gravity Rush 2. But I seem to collapse a lot of these missions into just one big thing. Shitty Rich People Party is definitely 2. The DLC to get the maid outfit was... Well, what was that one? Like... Lost Children is 1. Lost Children DLC is 2. But when we actually, like, we go to the city, right? That's 2, isn't it? And there's, like, the spooky girl that we meet. Maid was just fetch quests. Okay. Alright, maybe I'm just misremembering that one. We will go to Vendicentra. Sorry, Dusty, no pets allowed. We'll just ride up on top. We don't need seats. Great. So, my memory just completely doesn't work. That's good to know. Like, that's... that's a whole thing. That's a whole mood. I honestly thought all of that was in part 2. The Lost City of Eto is definitely part 2. That much I do 100% remember. Eto. Part 2 is mostly Giga Paralao. Like, there's the city where it's like there's the rich people city and then there's like the poor slums. That is part 2. That part I remember. Who's yelling at us? Oh, it's the old guy with the universe in his stomach. Right. How are you finding Vendicentra? There's so much to do in the big city. I just got here, old man. I love it, but what are you doing here, Gade? I thought I brought back all of the city. You did, but I figured I'd come by and say goodbye before your big trip. Big trip? Am I going somewhere? And what do you mean goodbye? They never expanded very well on the creator bits, just kept adding more creators. Yeah. You'll find out soon enough, but I got some good news. I've decided to move. Been kind of lonely living in that pipe in the middle of nowhere. How far away are you going? Well, now you've gone and hurt my feelings. I could be useful, you know, I'm a creator. What if someday you need to revisit a rift plane? Gems as far as the eye can see, wonderful hidden powers, mysterious advice, and all that jazz. Well, you should go home and prepare for your trip. I'm not going on any trip. Maybe you should worry about your move. Indeed, Umberkin. Indeed. Green Nevi in the 3rd area flies. Fall to the ground, kid. That's... I mean, you got a look on you. Okay. Delivering newspapers was in Gravity Rush 2. I remember that, and I remember doing terribly at it. Oh, we got lots of gems? We should probably do something with those. Like, maybe jazz up our combat powers? Although Gravity Slide, I do like the Gravity Slide a lot. The special attacks, they're all pretty expensive, but we'll do the Micro Black Hole, and maybe gauge usage. Des, it's wonderful to have you, even if you're late. You're always welcome. I hope life is treating you pretty well. Your kids are not too rambunctious. The good news, if you plan on fighting it, is if you go back to that area, your gravity meter isn't nerfed. That's actually really good news. Because that was kind of a pain in the butt. Just a bit. Now, I bet there's all sorts of challenges that we can open up here. Faffing with PDF files that are not accessible for people with disabilities. Are you making them accessible to people with disabilities? 3 to 4 hours, still not fixed one. Oh, Jesus. That sounds like a whole mood. And not particularly a good mood, just a mood. There we are. Well, you know, we've all got our ways to kind of to judge time. There's a law we have to abide by, incept for all websites. Huh. Okay. Well, I'm glad that you're at least working on something that's good for folks that would have accessibility issues. I've been given the task at work. Gotcha. Although it does sound like kind of a pain in the butt. Complete the race using only a gravity slide. Slide your way to reach goal. Gotcha. We got this. This is like no problem at all. Crumbs. Where's... Oh, Crumbs! I'm off course. It's driving me nuts. Bit like that bug in LBP2, level part 2 that I never fixed. Oh, in the level that you made? I mean, really, if we had a gravity slide, this is pretty much what we would do with it. I'm pretty sure that I could not be trusted with gravity powers. Because there are so many people that I would just like to knock over. And send flying into the void. Into the void! Off course. I'll give you off course, you jerk. What I wouldn't give for obsidian heals. Oh! We made silver. Even though we're completely faffing on that. Nice. I need to get away from all this. Maybe it's time to see a new part of the city. That sounds fair enough, girl. I think what we'll probably do is open up these challenge locations. and then maybe call it a wrap. Guess what? Another Lego brick is missing from another kit. I saw your tweet on that, and, like, is Lego really dropping the ball that much in quality control? Because that sounds like shite. If you'll pardon my French. And that's gotta be hella frustrating for the kids. To get everything, like, partially built, and then have it just not work. Where is our Dealy Bob? You're down there. There we are. Complain to Lego and demand that they bring back Bionicle and a bunch of sane folk. Oh, like a bunch of sane folk. Well, they're Dutch. I mean, are we expecting sanity from the Dutch? I'm not sure if we should or should not expect sanity from the Dutch. It amuses me to think that they, you know, may have a lack thereof. Given it's down to a person packing it and selecting over 1,000 bricks is human error. Wait, like, that's like straight up a person job? And I realize how dumb that sounds, but I just figured it was automated by this point. Ooh, well, we'll try it one time. But I really don't like the races. I have a bunch of Bionicle in a box in the garage. Some are still fully intact. I never got to play with the Bionicles. They came out a little bit after my time. Kittens and Kronos, you could have a gold mine on your hands right now. In these trying times, there are probably rich geeks that really want those Bionicles. I'm trying to remember when Bionicle came out in relation to my own Legoing. And I feel like it was well after I was kind of done with Lego. Although I did hold on to Lego for a fairly long time. I don't have any of the packaging, so it probably isn't much of an investment. Same for my Hot Wheels. Hot Wheels, oh Jesus. That's taken me back a little bit. I bet Micro Machines are probably hot sellers these days too. We keep all the packaging flat, pack it down. Holy dogs. Des, you've got your eyes on the prize. And that is probably one of maybe a dozen reasons why your kids are super lucky to have you as a mom. Like, these are gonna pay for your university education. You don't think so now, but it will. Daughter now wants a treehouse set, Lego expert set, expensive. Holy crap. That's, yeah. I think the most expensive Lego set that I had was the Black Seas Barracuda, which was one of the early pirate sets. It was one of the bad pirate sets. And the only reason I remember that is because I got it the same year that I had the really, really terrible ear infection. And I didn't have to go to church for Christmas. And that was the best Christmas ever. And it's the only Christmas memory that I have. It was a bad enough ear infection that I ended up having to go to the emergency room at like 2 o'clock in the morning. It was a Lego Ideas submission from someone. I want to check out... Hold on a second. I want to check this out. Lego treehouse set. I gotta see what this looks like. Oh my dogs! That looks so slick! Holy I mean, and it comes with like extra pieces so that you could have a fall treehouse as well. Now, Des, I would never say that you have to buy this for your daughter, because I mean, I just wouldn't do that to you. But at the same time, like, if I were your daughter, I would probably just nag you for ages until I got that, because it's beautiful. We started the stream talking about that particular article and ignored historical context behind emasculating Asian men done by white people. And then we started talking about the MCU and how for the most part it's bland product, and after that CIA being involved in Black Panther's plot and the grubby feeling it gave people. When we wrap things up, I will definitely send folks over to Cassie, because we got a new record, but it was a shit record. Yeah, it's a bad article, Des. Like, it's a whole thing. She's got the Darth Vader kit somewhere. After that, she'll nag me. It's a beautiful looking set, though. I mean, none of my Lego sets were that cool looking. And I thought my Lego sets were pretty cool looking. But that one's like... it's a whole thing. It's like there's a part of me that's saying, hey, maybe we should get that Lego set. And there's another part of me saying, that's a really terrible idea. But even still... We're just opening up the whole city, basically, here. I think we're gonna do, like, the Vendacentra stuff probably in the next stream. Like, the actual story mission stuff. Because I don't want to get too caught up in the story. Free race. Is a Darth Vader kit, Des, is that like a giant Darth Vader head or something? Pass through every checkpoint, complete the race. Use gravity kick at your disposal to win. Oh, use every gravity trick at your disposal to win. We'll do terrible. Like, honestly, we're gonna do just a terrible job of this. And that's, like, okay, I guess? As long as I can slide around, because that's, like, the best thing in the world. You can do a cat! Go, cat, you're a ninja. Just get on there, cat. No, you're screwing it up, cat. I love you, but... at least she's not into Warhammer models yet. Oh, God. Ludo, don't give that Dez's daughter ideas. Because Warhammer, that will, like, legitimately bankrupt a person. Alright, all these folks are just in my way, and they need to learn that that's just not how it's gonna work. Wait, where is this stupid thing? Crap, crumbs! Buggery! Yeah... I wish... like, because I started Magic the Gathering back in 3rd edition, And I wish I had held on to some of that stuff because it's money nowadays. Like the dual lands are like straight up cash. But we all thought at the time was like, oh well, this stuff, it's not beta or alpha, so it's probably not worth anything. Fools! We were fools and bound for the Lake of Fire. Also, the lake of spending a lot of money on magic, but... Oh, crumbs. Just, girl, just, what are you doing? It's not how it works. What is as dangerous at TCGs? I think if you find a dead TCG, you could probably pick up everything that you want relatively cheaply. Like, I think if you were going to get into Vitesse, and Vitesse is an amazing game, but you need like 5 people to play it really well, you could probably get like everything that was ever printed for Vitesse for maybe a couple of $100. Difference with Warhammer is you could build and paint and play before you crave more. With Magic, the craving is more constant. I think that's a fair assessment. I do and I don't miss my TCG games, TCG days. Being around for like the boom, where there was a trading card game for every freaking thing. Now granted, I didn't collect all of them because I didn't like Star Trek, for example, and that trading card game sucked. And the Star Wars trading card game, it was also trash. I mean, I did try it, I gave it a shot, but it was garbage. Planescape had beautiful art because it was ripped directly from the books, but it still wasn't a very good game. No, Hive. Wall of text is always okay. Don't worry about it. Fairly certain a bunch of my cards are worthless because they're not standard. Aren't good for legacy formats like Commander or anything else. You might be surprised, Hive, actually. Like, there's still like a collector's market for the old cards. I'll take the challenge. I'm pretty sure I could cash out my collecting for like $1,000. That's probably a good idea. Probably a good idea to hold off on those, because yeah, Warhammer's actually, like, it's really cool. I never really had the chance to play the game, but I do appreciate the craft that goes into the painting aspect of Warhammer. Ludo is a beautiful painter for Warhammer, by the way. I don't know if, Ludo, if you've got any of your pictures that you can share, but they do an excellent job. But it's like a money investment. It's a real money investment. Warhammer was cool prior to people deciding to play it. Yeah. The thing is, I don't want to do the effort to set up online stuff or interact with Magic nerds in real life. Ludo, that's absolutely respectable. What are we doing here? I don't remember. Like, are we picking up boxes? Is that the thing? Okay. I think that's the thing. There we go. Right, boxes. And cans? Bottles and cans? Clap your hands, clap your hands. No, Beck. Nobody loves you. You're just gonna have to go away. This is the fun that's in heavy quotation marks, right, Kronos? It is absolutely pretty good, and Ludo, you deserve it. I'm always highly impressed by folks that can actually, like, pull off the painting on Warhammer stuff, because it's teeny... It's, like, teeny tiny. Oh, we got extra time! Because we're that cool. And extra boxes. Because also, we are that cool. I will definitely give that a look once we're wrapped up with the stream. And thank you for putting in chat. And also thank all of you for being trustworthy enough to leave links on in chat. I know that Kazi's got links off because people are kind of creepy sometimes. But I've never had to worry about anybody here, and I do appreciate that. I like this one because it relies much on precision much less, which is what Gravity Rush combat should be at its core. Okay. It is kind of fun. I will definitely give it that. Oh, that was us doing an ope. No, it was okay, I guess. Right there. Warhammer Fantasy is way lighter on the problematic, and with Age of Sigmar is now basically just a standard fantasy setting. That's kind of cool because, like, 40k is a whole thing. I know, and maybe there's like lore that makes it less of a thing, but I feel like I know just enough lore and background of 40k where it's like, wow. Just kind of wow. Miss, your style is amazing. I just like it. It might not actually be amazing, but it's kind of clicking for me, so ups to you. Good job with the skort, by the way. Jill Valentine would be proud. Everybody hates Age of Sigmar, though since Games Workshop are like, wow, I want to be Dread. Instead of being horrified by Dread. That's a whole thing. That's, yeah. Like, I know that 40k, at least in the beginning, at least from what I've read, because I wasn't there, so I can't say. But I know it's supposed to be like a satire, and you know, making this all like big and gothic and all over the place, and but like the root core is kind of like the fascists are the good guys, and they're not. I mean, good because nobody in the setting is good because it's grimdark, but at the same time, it's like, I mean, the Humes are, I mean, technically like the base race that we identify with, and they're like super space fascists, so that's like a thing. I just went for the hungry hippos race. So the Tyranid, basically you're going for the Tyranid, because they just eat like everything, unless that's Nurgle. Alright. All sorts of things. We are getting to the 2-hour point. Tyranids rules because they're alien knockoffs, basically, yeah. The only morally race, because all they want to do is eat as it's their biological imperative. Fair enough. Going with the Nids, which, having said that for the first time in my life, through my mouthpieces, kind of feels gross, so I'm not going to say nids anymore. We're just Tyranids. We're going to say the whole Tyranids phrase. But yeah, we're at the 2-hour point. My voice is starting to crack, so I think it's time to wrap things up. Nids. It just feels wrong coming out of my mouth. I don't know why. Schedule. Like I said at the midpoint of the stream, for anybody who's showing up late, tomorrow's stream will be moved to Saturday. Hopefully, I will have, fingers crossed, good news about an apartment and also not the plague when I get back into Osaka. I really don't know if this is going to work out, but I feel like I got to try it. I'm going to set up a raise for... Jesus. Who wants to do some nids? I don't know. I'm sure it's the accepted term, but it just feels so off. I'm going to set up a raid to Cassie. So let me do that. And I got my fingers crossed. And Kittens, thank you so much. I appreciate all the support. Like, more than you know. But let's prime that up. And while that's... Okay. While that's counting down, from me, Risco, here in Osaka, to all of you out there, wherever you may happen to be, thank you, arigato, sayonara, see you, and ciao.